Hey guys, well, I'm out solo. I'm excited to be out again with this tent. This is the Locomotive 3, the gull wing doors. It's a tunnel tent. It's been pretty popular on our channel and lots of questions from some subscribers. So I thought I'd bring her out. There's no snow, but the temperatures are dropping. It's about, I think it's 7 degrees Celsius right now, and it's probably going to get down to 0 overnight. So we brought the Pomoly Dweller wood stove. We're going to put that in. The last time I had the T1 Ultra by Pomoly in here, and it was awesome, but the Dweller fireplace feature and the air curtain that keeps those fires crystal clear all night is going to be pretty cozy in this tent. But I think we're going to start a fire outside first, and we're going to save that fire for later on. But yeah, I'm excited to get this tent out. There's a few things for some subscribers we got some questions on. I'd like to answer that later on. So yeah, let's get all this stuff installed and let's bring you in the tent. Remember this? I remember doing this ground sheet last season, and it's not typical to some other ones that clip in. You have to spread it out, peg it, and that's how she goes. But I do remember it being pretty awesome, and has a huge fireproof ground sheet area for all your wood and your wood stove area. So this is what I'm talking about. So on the ground sheet on the inside of the tent, there's one of these anchor lines with a quick tensioner pull. So you just go around, lay it out, peg these guys all in, and then walk around and just give them a good old tension pull, and your ground sheet will be set. It's not going to move. And then Pomoly makes these awesome little rope grabs, so it's already on there. You don't have to do anything fancy, just give it, oh, it's already, so I'll just snug that one up a bit, and then I'll go tighten the one on the other side, and then that's it. And I'll give this guy a nice little pull, and then I can give you a little sneak peek. There's the ground sheet. So it just kind of meets up with this corner. You could kind of pull it in there, but I don't think we need to. The ground sheet installed, pulled those little anchor lines nice and snugged up, so it's not going to move anywhere on you. And remember, you can also unattach the either or. You can remove just the ground sheet and keep the fire mat in, or vice versa. You could take out the floor mat or the fire mat and keep the ground sheet in. That's a really cool feature they made. Yeah, this inner tent is very awesome. The last time I was in it, it was really windy and snowing like crazy, and none of that wind got through the tent. I thought I could feel it coming in the ground, but it doesn't come into this inner tent. I'm just going to go around and clip these up to these little loops, just like that. Okay, so the inner tent is quickly installed. I like that. It sets up very quick. A couple little bottom anchor little clips, and then you can tighten them. All these just clip up very nice. And then nice little roomy inside here. Alright, well, we got the inner tent, and this tent is awesome. So if people are wondering, I'm 6 feet tall. And I'm sitting in here. I got tons of head height. It gets even bigger in the fireplace area, and it does come down a little bit, but let's see. And my head is just about to touch back here, so lots and lots of room. I know some people were asking the questions between the Locomotive 20 and the Locomotive 3. So this is designed for 3 people. It's got a little bit more head height, and the Locomotive 20 is for 2 people. So it is a smaller version, but I think they're identical. So if that answers a question to a couple subscribers that had emailed. And yeah, let's get the wood stove in here. I can already feel it getting a little cooler, but in here there's like absolutely no wind outside. It's pretty cozy. Sun setting. Brought the Pomoly Dweller Max 2.0. We don't have that new 3.0. That would be the front window and 2 side windows. One of the reasons why I don't think I'm a fan of that stove, even though we don't have it, is that so much heat admits through the glass panels. So some of the stoves are in a little tight area, and all that heat would be going out to that side fabric. So I don't know if anyone's ever had that issue. If they have, I'd love to know about that. a couple of the stoves, like most of that heat will come out the front glass. Even at the back, it's got a heat panel in there, a baffle that keeps the heat from the back. So yeah, I don't know, I'd love to know that. Guys, I'll tell you a little tip with these stove pipes on the Pomoly Dweller is, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little seam line that's in the manufacturing, and if you just line those up, those pipes go together so nice. If they're a little off, when they get heated up, you got to really struggle to get them apart. So I always just kind of line those up, and then tomorrow when I'm taking this stove apart, it'll come apart way easier. Little tip. Alright, so here's our fire pit, little convenient picnic table. But then there's this really old stone wall from an old building from a long time ago, and people have been burning here, so I think we might start a little fire in there. I don't think you're supposed to, but that's why I put the tent there. I think it's going to be a really nice little spot. Alright, well, I changed my mind. I'm going to get a fire going in that tent. I'm going to be cooking some soup, so I might as well prep it outside and then get it on that Pomoly Dweller and cook that soup inside the tent and get a fire going in there. Be super cozy. Have a nice cup of soup inside the tent with a nice fire going. That's what I came here for. It's going to be pretty exciting. And what's the soup? It's creamy Parmesan Italian sausage soup. I got some nice bread to go with it. I think it's going to be delicious. I don't think you can really mess up soup, but who knows. But let's get that fire going and get that soup on. Alright, I'm going to slice up some fat wood here. You'll see this fat wood. Oh, you can just, as soon as you even cut this, you can just smell it. It just smells so good. That pine resin. Air intake wide open. I've got the chimney flute wide open. Just going to stick two nice little base pieces there, and then I'm just going to take most of this fat wood and I'm just going to put it right on there. This little pile. Actually, I'm going to throw all that fat wood in there. Never mind that. And you'll see that how this just lights right up. And just watch that all travel right into this other fat wood. And I'll start loading up some of this nice dry little ash kindling in here, because I don't want to get a big raging fire going in here, just enough to get the temperature going and start cooking on. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't think I could pass up having a little small fire in this little old original foundation wall of some, I would assume some old barn that was on this property before this was a campsite, I would think. So I'm just going to start a small fire. This is definitely a better area than the one they built, that's for sure. But just a little bit. Some more fat wood. I think I'm just going to go back to my original kind of teepee style, or log cabin style. I find that to be the best. it got dark quick and the temperature dropped. I went through my toque on because it is cold out, so we're just going to cut these up into some, I think yeah, no, never mind. I'm going to cook these right on this first, get them going on here, and then I'll cut them up small. I don't know what I was thinking there. Already off to a bad start. Those look good and they smell good. Maybe I'll keep this guy. Oh yeah, that's good. Man, that's good. We got this in the pot. Fire in here is going good. Put that up on there, and now we're gonna let those onions and the garlic simmer and cook that onion up for probably about 45 minutes, and then we're gonna add the broth and some other stuff and get the soup going. Now we're gonna add 4 liters of chicken broth, or sorry, 1 liter. And now we're going to add 14 ounces of diced up tomatoes. I don't know if you saw, I didn't bring a can opener, so I had to open them up the hard way. I don't know if they're going to come out. Alright, let's check it out. Oh yeah, that's simmering nice. Now I actually got a spoon going. Let's give that a little stir. Alright. Now we're going to add 1 cup of cooking cream. Now we're going to add 1 cup of Parmesan grated cheese. And 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I'm gonna give 2. I brought in a little table. Soup is ready. I'm starving, but I wanted to get a little light. I shut this back door. I don't know if you follow our channel, but I always bring a milk crate for these Pomoly stoves. 12-inch pieces fit in here perfectly. You can dry them in there, and then I bring them. This will be good for the night. And then I use this milk crate for a little stool. It's perfect. I'll put a couple of those there. Since shutting that back door, it's instantly warmer in here. I'm going to check the temperature in a minute. Plug this light in, and then I can take off my headlamp. See. Oh, that's nice. That's better. Alright, let's see. Still a little dark, but yeah, maybe I'll turn that back on a little bit. Alright, let's eat. Oh yeah, let's have a little look at how that turned out. Oh, man, that looks so good. A little bit of nice fresh bread, a little extra pepper, a little nice lamp lighting. Oh, this is gonna be good. Alright, let's give this a shot. Oh man, that is so good. I did not think that was going to turn out, to be honest. There's a couple of things that I thought maybe needed to just simmer a bit, but the stove got the heat going. But no, that sausage, the tomato, oh, and that actual Parmesan cheese is just, oh. I'll be making this again for sure. Oh my God, this is so good. What a good meal. Nice and, well, it's already, I can feel the heat ramping up in here. I had to go put my winter toque on. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it'll be backwards for you, but it's -4 degrees Celsius outside already. I thought it was feeling pretty chilly in there. And it's 3 degrees in here right now. I just shut that door, so these doors were both wide open. And this was in the actual bedroom, so on the ground. So let's see, what is that in Fahrenheit for my Fahrenheit friends? That is, outside is 23 degrees Fahrenheit and inside is 38 degrees Fahrenheit. But you'll see, by the time I'm done this soup, this tent will be way up to temperature, that's for sure. So, all right, I'm gonna get back to my soup and get into some of that bread, and then I'm gonna clean up, and then I think we'll go out to that fire. Maybe I'll get something to drink or something and go out and sit by that fire, get that ramping up a bit. The moon is out, it looks so pretty. What a great night. The only thing we're missing is some snow, but I'm sure that's coming. All right, well, as you can see, I think it went down, it's about -5 right now. I don't have a coat on, but it's not that, it doesn't feel cold. There's absolutely zero wind. It's actually really nice. And this rock wall, this is perfect. Little stool here, that's nice. So, well, dinner was an absolute success in my opinion. It was really good. There's an awful lot of soup left, but that won't go to waste. I'll be bringing that back tomorrow. And yeah, tent is heating up. I got the door open because there's a lot of seasoning and smells going on in that tent right now. I'm gonna let that air out. I'm gonna enjoy this fire. I'm gonna have me a little dessert, this little Guinness. And yeah, then I'm gonna head on in and set up the bed. I'm gonna do a little bit of measurement for one of our subscribers. He asked if I could kindly measure something that it doesn't show on the Pomoly website, so I'm happy to do that for him. And yeah, we'll get that set up and then probably enjoy this fire for a bit and then shut her down. Super nice out. I'm so excited for it to get even colder and some snow coming. But yeah, well, cheers. And if you got this far in the video, I appreciate it. The tent is awesome, fire is awesome, the food was fantastic, and cheers, guys. So nice. Well, I just saw the first little four-legged animal trying to get near these scents. I saw his little beady eyes. I can't see him now, but I saw him as a big old skunk. Hopefully he doesn't, he'll be wandering around here later for sure. I could hear these little footprints. I don't want to scare him any sprays, but they don't seem to be bothered by people around here. I'm going to keep looking over my back now. I know there's a skunk going to come up here. He's definitely going to be coming. I thought I heard something earlier while I was in the tent. He's definitely, you know, camping season's come to an end around here. Not too many people winter camp here, so he's probably hungry. Maybe I should leave some soup out for him. I don't know. No, don't do that. Alright, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this fire and this nice tasty Guinness, and then I'll see you guys back in the tent to set up that air mattress and see if double fits in there and how much room that would be. Alright, we'll see you back in the tent shortly. Alright, so one of our subscribers asked what the width at the very tapered end is and the height of that, and then also at this door opening site, because it just shows the outer measurements. So, and let me just turn my headlamp on so I can get a better look. So realistically, you're at about 64 inches. So 5 feet 6 inches. So 5 feet 6 inches. And let's just give it a little quick. And 3 feet. So 3 feet to this back window. And then let me just turn around and check this one out. and 71 inches. So 71 inches at this larger door entryway. So 70, technically 6 feet actually. I can get 6 feet right on it. And then let's see, the old head height here is 42 to 43 inches head height. If that answers your question. If there's something else, you know, shoot us an email again, or you know, hit it in the comments as to what. So I'm gonna now bring in the air mattress and blow that up, and we'll see if that fits in here. I had a single one in here the last time I used it, but I can see this will definitely fit. And then I guess, yeah, let me just confirm the length of it, because maybe it might be tight lengthwise. That actually goes back a bit there as well. So let's see. Lengthwise, we're at 7 feet, so definitely that air mattress will fit in here. So let's get that in and we'll get that set up for you there. All right, well, let's have a little look in here. There's like lots of room on either side. Mattress is all the way to the end. Here's the door frame. Yeah, lots of room. Lots of room for, this is a big double. I don't even know, it almost looks like a queen, but I know it's a double. This mattress is awesome. I highly recommend it. I'll put a link in the video description, because we've had it for 3 seasons and it's like brand new. We love it, so highly recommend this air mattress. Alright, well, I'm in the tent. I already had to gear down. I was like, as soon as I shut that last door, the temperature in here just skyrocketed. It's warm. I got that stove dialed as far down as it will go without getting into the secondary burns and the air wash on the glass. If you close those, that'll fully dampen the stove down, but you'll get that glass all creosoted up and all that stuff. I don't think I'm gonna probably load her up with about 2 pieces and let her just cruise through the night. Once all that heat comes in, that's what a tunnel tent does, is the heat will come down and it'll kind of get trapped in the inner tent when it's shut. And well, at least that's what it did last year when I had it out. So I was surprised that the vestibule area was quite cold in the morning, but the bed area was still warm. So let's see, what is the temperature in here. Well, it's -3 outside right now, so it got 1 degree warmer outside. There's absolutely no wind. It's actually really nice out, and it's 20 degrees Celsius inside this tent right now, and that is 25 degrees Fahrenheit outside and 68 degrees Fahrenheit inside this tent. That's very cozy. I'm down into my PJs, sitting on the air mattress, and yeah, I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna enjoy this fire in here. The fire outside is all out and under control, so we're just gonna stay in here for the rest of the night, and then gonna head her on to bed pretty soon. So yeah, well, good night, and we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, guys. That was a nice cozy sleep. I let the fire go out in the middle of the night, and what is it? It is 3 degrees outside and 13 degrees Celsius inside. That's 39 degrees Fahrenheit outside and 57 degrees Fahrenheit inside this tent right now. So that's a pretty big, let me see that. That's a pretty big, nice change of temperature without the stove even going. So yeah, I love this little tent and how this back bedroom just closes off, and then it kind of keeps your heat in here a bit. So I mean, it wasn't that cold out. It ended up getting a little warmer through the night, but yeah, it's a great tent. Well, let's get a fire going again. gives you stoves all out. You can see all the lower air that could get underneath into this area of the tent. The temperature's way different than inside the tent, in my tent. Yeah, you'll see, I'm gonna touch that, no problem. Let's see if we can't. Oh. Yeah, let's just put some of these little guys in there and turn this damper back up. Open the chimney up. And I can see something wants to happen there. Something's about to perk back up, and then I have to work at getting this fire going again. That's pretty good. That's been out for several hours and it still had a nice little coal base going. And you can see a flame. Nice. Alright, we better get some more wood back into this. Alright, well, one huge mistake I made when I was coming is that I didn't pack the coffee. So the only good thing is that I remembered that when I was almost near this campground. So I got a coffee for the morning from Tim Hortons, so that's been sitting in the truck nice and cold. Now I'm just gonna heat her back up. You gotta survive. You just gotta survive, find a way. But there's no way I'm going through the morning without a coffee, so do what you gotta do, and there's nothing wrong with yesterday's Tim Hortons, that's for sure. I'll just pour this into here. Don't bring it to a boil, just bring her back up to temperature and enjoy. Alright, that's the key. Don't even let it go that far. You better get it off. You don't want to bring your Tims to a boil. You just want to get it up to that nice temperature. Perfect. That's gonna do. Alright, well, I'm gonna have this coffee, and then I have some bread, half a loaf of bread left over from that soup last night, which was delicious, and it was so good I almost thought about just heating that back up again, but no, I brought some pea meal, and I'm gonna make just a quick little pea meal sandwich. I don't have any eggs or any cheese, to be honest. That's kind of going to be the downfall of that sandwich, but it'll still be good. The pea meal will be great, and have this coffee and get the day going. Even if there's no snow out, I love being out in like small tents like this. I love the big tents we have when it's a family, because everyone has room, everyone's not bumping into each other. I love that. I wouldn't try to fit our family into this tent. You could, I wouldn't, but just me out solo. This is so cozy, nice fire all night. It was very relaxing. Great way to end a week. Let's do a little stove talk this morning. A little tip on these Pomoly Dweller stoves is the ash pan usually will only hold a night's burn, and then it's full. It needs to be emptied. You'll notice that you put a bunch of wood in there, and it's not really getting up to high heat like it was when you started. That's because the air damper is at the very bottom underneath that air pan, so it just blocks the airflow into the firebox. If you can, wait till that dies down. Carefully with gloves, you take that ash pan out, and you can carefully go and put them into the fire pit. I've done it many times. It doesn't spill anything. Just be careful. But if you don't, you're going to have a hard time when it's minus 25 out and you're trying to get this stove to stay at its peak performance and heating up your tent. It's going to have a lower output. So if you're in a jam, just let that coals just burn down a bit. Don't worry if your tent's getting cold, because you're about to get your heat back. And then just dump that pan, put her back in, throw a log in, turn her up, and your stove's right back as it was. This stove, I don't think, it's not designed for 3 days or 2 days of straight burning without maintenance. Some other stoves, like the G stove, the RBM stove, like that, can just keep running, and you can clear out your ashes easily. But yeah, if that was any help to you and you have the Pomoly Dweller series stoves, that might come in handy. Cheers. It's started to rain just as I decided to cook outside the pea meal, so I'm just going to cut up a couple of slices of bread here. And I'll just toast them a little bit on the fireplace here. Alright, the pea meal's all done. We'll bring that inside the tent because it's starting to rain pretty good. Alright, well, I can't wait any longer for this bread to toast up, so I can't wait anymore. It's like barely, taking a long time to grill up, so put a couple of pieces of pea meal on there, and that's how it's going to be. And the other half on there. That one was starting to go. Ooh. So you can see that. A toasted pea meal with just butter. I don't have anything else. No cheese, no nothing. Oh yeah. No, that pea meal is good. Sometimes just something plain is just so good. Alright, well, it's raining enough now. Some rain's coming in here. It's pooling. Remember, the ground sheet is totally separate from the tent, so when you take the tent apart, the ground sheet's separate, and you're walking in and out through the winter or whatnot, so don't worry about that. You just don't want the rain coming in the side of the inner tent and getting that all wet. So yeah, I found a piece of wood. I'm just going to temporarily get this awning out so I can enjoy an espresso, and then just sit back and relax for a bit, and then we're going to pack up this site in the rain. Look at that. Perfect. Now I can get back inside and make an espresso. Alright, well, that's nice and cozy in here. A nice little espresso. Nice rain coming down. And I'm glad I put that awning up. It's already collecting quite a bit of water, and it stopped it from coming in here. It didn't come in here like right on top of me, but it's starting to get on the floor. Nice little fire going. Just going to enjoy this for a little while and just relax. Beautiful early morning rain day. It's great. Well, that is good. Now that is a fresh cup of espresso, and I love the Tims that I did. That got me going this morning. But this is how I'm going to finish the morning. All right, guys. Well, I had an awesome time out with this tent. I'm glad you joined. If you got this far, thanks for coming along with me. It's getting, getting the wood stove out and the winter tent. Even though it's raining right now, it's so nice and comfortable in here and nice and warm, very cozy. But yeah, hit the like button if you liked the video, subscribe to our channel, we'd love that, and yeah, we'll see you guys on the next adventure. Cheers.